Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. We're James with Games. My glasses are filthy. Hello, David. Hello, Cedric. Welcome. Anybody else who hasn't said hello in the chat yet but is here, welcome. You're watching this later on demand, welcome. Okay, there, that's better. All right, clean my glasses. A vengeful Saturday indeed. For this Vohaul, anyway. Who's Vohaul? I don't know. Here we are to start up a playthrough of Space Quest 2. Vohaul's Revenge. It's, oh my, what a week. What a week it's been here at 58 Dream Street. As the school year started, always a busy time, but an exciting time for me. See a fresh new sea of faces that I can try to help along the way to becoming the professional engineers of tomorrow, and also a sea of not quite a sea, smaller classroom with some familiar faces in my upper year class. So that's always great. Things went really well. Like, I feel like the school year is well on track. My assembling of my reappointment package which is I got to deliver pretty soon. That could be more on track, but I think I've set myself up for week 2. So anyway. And then Danielle got COVID. Oh my. So that's been rough. She's doing good. She's on the road to recovery. It's one of the proverbial mild cases, but even that was not very pleasant. And miraculously, somehow I just don't have it. So that's cool. I've continued to, this is what, 4.5 years running. Numerous close exposures, although none as close or as prolonged as this. And I don't know. I guess my body, through some mix of genetics and what my immune system has been exposed to over the years, is just ready to fight. So I'm grateful for that, because boy, do I not have time to have COVID right now. Okay, so we're starting up. What am I trying to say here? We are starting Space Quest 2, which I remembered to install just 2 minutes ago. So we have it on the computer. And then I thought I better open up the manual to see if there's anything, even if there's just like copy protection stuff, that I should know about. And what I discovered is that I think we're going to need to put the manual up on screen and read a comic together. So just a moment. It can only recognize windows that are... no, this is not what I'm trying to do. Make this invisible for a moment while I figure this out. I don't think I have anything, shameful that I need to keep hidden from the people. But, okay. For a moment, the manual is covering me. But I will crop it down. See, this manual starts with a comic, which seems like it'll probably be important. Oh, I'm not going to do this gradually. If I crop 200, not quite, 250. I don't know what the numbers are for the crop values. Is it pixels? It's probably pixels. 400? 400 will do, I think. How about on the left side? That's not bad. Cut the bars off at the top if I can. There. Move this to the middle. And then, oh, spoilers, nobody look. So we start out, we have this excellent cover. Roger Wilco, there was no heroic mop fighting in Space Quest. But this is still a great image to encapsulate the character. Taking down some Sariens while also holding on to his weird-looking sponge mop. And then we get, to keep with the comic feel, I'm not going to belabor this part, but, page in old comic books that advertise a bunch of weird things. You can try to get your parents to purchase for you. And then, all right. As you recall from our last episode, our hero, sanitation engineer Roger Wilco, had foiled the dastardly plans of the evil Sariens by destroying the secret star generator. That's our climax. Phew! Talk about a close call, says Roger as he escapes in the escape vessel. Fortune shone on Roger once again. Not only did he escape with his life, but with the plans that could save his dying planet. All right, I can't believe it. Wait till the fellas in the janitorial pool see this banned version of Leisure Suit Larry versus the Women of Mars. I don't quite understand that. I'm actually going to have to look over here to read on my monitor, like my stream monitor. The text is a bit too small for me to read without leaning in too much. Roger's up on stage. Oh, thank you, Mayor, but it was really nothing at all. For your uncompromising heroics, we bestow upon you the coveted Golden Mop Award, a token of our eternal gratitude. Wow, look at those forearms. I wonder if he's single. Everyone's all excited. Does Roger have impressive forearms? I guess. Well, it all started when those Sarien slime crawlers blasted their way onto our ship. Our crew was taken by surprise, but my inner fortitude told me to wait for the right moment. He was napping in a closet. Let's smite him. There remains yet another life form, sir. Roger thinks, Scotty, if you're listening, beat me up now. But not only, sure, okay, Star Trek references survived into the distant future. But what sense does it make? You can't beam up when you're already on the ship. I know this because I've watched a couple episodes of Star Trek even recently. How's this for a flossing barf breath? Off-brand. This is clean. This is not Mr. Clean. Clean with a K and no A. Clean. Let's sanitize these Sarien slime buckets now. You're all washed up, Clean. How about me boring you another orifice, Big Mouth? No, quite a pivotal got, thanks. Suddenly, Roger displays his lightning-quick reflexes from years of mopping tight corners. He thinks to himself, I knew those 52 episodes of Kung Fu would come in handy. But battling the Sariens was only the beginning. Blarf, blarf, blarf. Gee, can I quote you on that? This is Vohaul or something. The monster that we defeated on the planet. Hey, I'm not that kind of guy. Well, it's been a real blast, but this is non-canon, at least to our playthrough. I don't think they're... Even when I read the possible ways to kill this thing. Well, I think the idea here is that Roger is embellishing when he tells people about his heroics. But my version of Roger defeated this monster by throwing a dehydrated water canister into his mouth so that it flooded him from the inside. And you could also defeat it by luring a security droid in there into his cave to kill him. I gotta take off. Roger did not have the jetpack at this point in his adventure, but again, the idea here, he's telling a tall tale. It's not that tall. Like, roughly, he did do these things. Oh man, Sierra was absolutely shameless. They had been sued, I'm pretty sure, by ZZ Top over the first game. They're just like, hey, here's Fred Flintstone. Roger descends to take a closer look. No pulse. No breathing. No vital signs. Well, what's the deal? Hey, can anyone lend me a hand? Armed and ready, Wilco exits stage left. Fred Flintstone says, Barn, is that you? But that's not all. Let me tell you about the nightlife in Corona. Whew, talk about wild. For some reason, they all loved him. What actually happened is they all ignored him. Here is the funny that they use the likeness rights violating band of the 3 options, but then also put Leonard Nimoy as Spock. Roger enters the Coronian Palace to finally relax after a hard day's night. How many Zerbots does it take to change a photon tube? I don't know. 11! Wait, I need 11 wingnut. 1 to hold the tube and 10 to turn the dwelling chamber. See, that's a funny... I didn't nail the timing on it, but that's a real joke. There was a much more literal just version of that joke that a Sarien told you in the original game. Check out the action that just walked in. Nice biped material, huh? I'm not going to read this, but I appreciate that there's a funny 4-paneler, or well, not a 4-paneler, but it's just a little strip comic down the side. 1 brew later, I've got a real feeling on this one. Uh-oh, bam. You got the feeling for real. The slot machine kills people, although, given that, like, if you were playing this slot machine and you saw 2 skulls come up, knowing that the 3rd skull means death, why wouldn't you just step out of the way of the gun? I don't know. 2 brews later. Gee, poor little sucker. You called me a what? No, what, me? I think Roger should have paid more attention to the ads in the comics. That's probably a callback joke to all the ads we didn't read. Thrump. Real bruised later. Ha ha. Well, I guess that just proves I can take it on the chin with the best of them anyways. 1 range cycle later, I found myself on the Sarien spaceship in need of a quick disguise. And indeed, he did put a disguise on, but he did it by being haplessly tossed around. Well, that's a good sign for copyright protection purposes, Cedric. If you never saw this, hopefully there's not something I'm going to need to constantly reference the manual for. Gosh, this is 16-day protection. This 16-day protection sure isn't what it's cracked up to be. Roger frantically begins to search for the star generator. I know they've hidden it somewhere, but where? Like a space piston with pulverizing fists of steel, Roger fires one up. Eat latex, Nerfzoid. Once again, Roger narrowly escapes disaster. Boom. Okay, we didn't need to read that. That did nothing to introduce who Vohaul is or set up what's going to happen in Space Quest 2 at all. Nonetheless, cool. I like it. Fun art style. It was pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. So, without any further ado, let's play Space Quest 2. Vohaul's Revenge. The classic Space Quest theme. Turn down a little bit in my own ears. Chapter 2. Let me know if I could adjust that for the folks at home. Chapter 2, Vohaul's Revenge. Designed by Mark Crow and Scott Murphy, while they still love each other. Although, as Cedric has told me, there is a happy ending. These 2 guys wind up hating each other for a while. But eventually they put things behind, they bury the hatchet, and they get the band back together. As you recall in our last chapter, you had just foiled the Sariens' fiendish plot to rule the galaxy by using the star generator as their weapon of destruction. You became a hero by saving countless lives and returning the star generator technology into safe hands. Life was beautiful. And then... But heroes come and go, people soon forget. Your celebrated herodom slowly fades, leaving you, once again, a janitor. There must have been a better way for Roger to capitalize than just to enjoy being beloved and then suddenly be like, oh, my fame is fleeted and I did nothing with it. The promotion to head janitor was no consolation, especially since you are the only member of the janitorial staff. nor was the transfer to Orbital Station 4. Sweating like a pork beast in a pressure suit while relocating space debris in zero gravity just wasn't your idea of a good time. Life sucks. Again. And then... oh, it was loading. Place. Xenon Orbital Station 4. Horrible flashbacks to... is it Captain Skyhawk? Some isometric space game on the NES where in between the diagonal scrolling 3D levels, which are pretty cool, but like tough enough on their own for their own sake to wrap your head around. The like in between level thing was you had to dock at a space station and then you could, I think, spend your points on upgrades maybe, but you had to dock, and it had an entry like that, like a little docking bay that rotates, and you have to like time it right, and if you don't, you lose a life every time you press. Oh man, horrible childhood memories. All right, this time, well, I'll just call myself Roger, but I used my own name last time and it replaced the character's name. I'm not sure if they're still going to do that or if they're finally going to settle into just the character as Roger, even if the save game is James. We're going to play it safe. Roger. Orbital Station 4 is one of many orbiting Xenon, your home planet. At least 4 of them. It is a transfer point for travelers seeking transportation to the various planets in the Irnon system. 250 points on the board. Oh ho! All right, I will take that request, Cedric. As we begin this chapter of our story, we find you, Roger, ace janitor, doing what you do best. I will. A beep emanates from your wristwatch. You release your grip on the broom. I know this is comic sci-fi, but I just gotta say, the Dick Tracy wristwatch communicator does not seem like the most efficient way to do it in space. Let's build that into the helmet. You release your grip on the broom, and the broom floats away into space. The broom floats away, never to be used again. That makes the 3rd one this week. Wait till your boss finds out. And again, it's comic sci-fi, but this is a problem that we can solve technologically without having to eliminate human error. We literally just need a rubber band wrist tether. But yeah, seriously. The Hawk Tua girl is set for life because some influencer guy asked her a question and she answered it in a kind of funny way. Roger should have been able to pull something off out of saving the world. All right, we're in it. There's an autosave, but I like to have my own official setting out save. Lock my mouse in for now. It's never happened, but I always worry about when the mouse is free of accidentally clicking stop streaming and just abruptly ending the stream. All right, well, let's try cheating. The end. 255. Congratulations. You're the most bitchin' adventure game player in the world. No, make that in the entire universe. While all those other silly saps struggle and toil through puzzle after puzzle, you have found a way to cheat yourself to the end. Is America great or what? The end. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2. An ode to cheating. I remember going to a friend's house. I can't remember which of 2 friends it was because they both did this. I know they both did this. It was when, Diablo was out and online gaming was really kind of getting real popular. And I went over to his place and he was telling me like I'd played Diablo single player. But he was like, no, the real fun, like multiplayer is so cool. Like, let me show you what I can do. And so we went down and he like opens up like battle.net or whatever it was, launches Diablo, finds a game that some people were playing that had a spot that he could join, joins the game, immediately alt enters out of the Diablo window, opens up a cheat trainer program, and then he pulls it up and it's got the names of all the currently active players, and he like clicks a button next to them and it shows their stats, so you see that all their hit points have become 0, and he goes, there, I just killed them all. Like, I killed everyone that was playing here. And then he like double clicks their names and like opens up their inventory, and he's like, now I'm taking all their good magic items. And then he was just like, and I'm deleting all their other items, all the items I don't want. Ha. And then when he was done doing that, he logged out of that game and he's like, let's find another one. I do not understand why this is. Are we having fun? Is this fun? Are we accomplishing something? We could write a. Yeah, I know. But this was just the games were so vulnerable that there's just like a program you could download to insta kill people in a game, in an unsecured public game. They've come a long way, I think, in terms of security. But we were adolescents, like the absolute most dickheaded age of any person's life. But I don't know. I was always a dork in that sense. I don't believe in cheating. You're working outside Xenon Orbital Station 4. This area hasn't been completed yet. You have been sent out here to remove construction debris and space dust. Okay. Can I see my broom floating away? It's too late for that. You lost it. Look at the wall. The walls and deck are made of a very strong composite material, commonly used in spacecraft. Well, that makes sense. What's that thing on the ceiling? You stare at the ceiling, which, as usual, is overhead. Nothing exciting is learned through this act. So I don't see any doors on the visible walls. Is this shape a door? Hold on. Look at door. Does not seem to be in your sight. There is not a door. Am I supposed to go after the broom? Seems unwise. Then again, we have a save. Oh, right. Probably I should, for my own sanity's sake, switch to fast for now. Fast is a little too fast. I don't like it. But normal is too slow. Torture. Due to an obvious lack of common sense, you have stepped off the edge, lost your magnetic grip on the ship, and drifted to your death. Another senseless tragedy. You can help prevent this. Vote yes on lobotomies for adventure game designers. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2, Roger. You've been most entertaining. Little death theme plays. Okay. I guess I'll walk all the way to the left. It's too slow. Okay, because I have magnet boots, so I can go up. Whoa, trippy. So this is the way in, right? Yeah. They could have described that for me when I asked to look at the ceiling. Stand by for decontamination. Was that decontamination? Let's check. No. Okay. I assume I got to put on my clothes here. Got 1 point just for coming back in. This is the airlock chamber. From here, you can gain extravehicular access. Spare suits hang on the back wall. Some lockers are mounted on the side wall. Should probably look in the lockers, but hold on. Change clothes. Boom. We're on fire. Open my locker. Look in my locker. You bravely peer into the locker to find a Rubik's Rube puzzle and your athletic supporter. They fearlessly used multiple, both copyrighted or trademarked or, intellectual property. Fred Flintstone, Spock, but also people's likenesses freely in the manual. And famously in the last game, despite being sued. And from what I understand, they kept ZZ Top in for the remaster, but they were not messing around with the Rubik's Cube company. Take the Rube. Take support. Take athletic support. Look in locker. Supporter. Excellent. I already have my dialect translator. Roger refused to give that back after the mission. And I have an order form. This is an order form you removed from a magazine for a free Labion Terror Beast mating whistle. It's ready to be mailed. Okay. Not a forum delineating my orders. But perhaps at some point we're going to need the Labion Terror Beast mating whistle. I'll keep an eye out for any opportunity to mail something. Close the locker. Just to be, polite, sophisticated. All right. So far, so good. Nonetheless, I'm going to start save 2. On the station. Okay. The classic sound. Ooh. It's about time you got in here, Roger. Head for the shuttle bay on the double. I'm warning you. You're on your last leg around here, bud. One more screw up in your history. He then orders the transportation officer to send you directly to the shuttle bay and nowhere else until the job has been completed. Okay. Look around. You're in the transportation control room of the orbital station. The room is abuzz with activity as technicians monitor XOS-4, Xenon Orbital Station 4, operations. A pneumatic transport tube is accessible from the walkway above. Look at the people. The technicians are seated in front of monitoring consoles. They look like your average crew types. Talk to people. No one pays you any attention. There's a recurring theme here about Roger being... Is there a ladder here? No. No, it's like a little elevator platform. I just needed to step on it. And then... a classic trope of comic science fiction, if we consider Futurama alongside Space Quest. In the future, everybody will get around in pneumatic vacuum tubes like their mail in a 20th century office building. So I'm sent to the only place I'm allowed to go. What's up? You're in the orbital station shuttle bay. A shuttle, fresh from a passenger drop-off on Xenon, is refueling for its next trip. A pneumatic transport tube is accessible from the walkway. A refueler replenishes the shuttle's supply. How's the refueler doing? You don't have a good view from here. It's not much to look at. The refueler is just a rectangular structure which bears a pressure gauge and a hose outlet for the transfer of fuel. The hose is currently hooked to a shuttle. Look at the shuttle. The shuttlecraft is your standard 10-passenger short commute vehicle. It was primarily designed to ferry people and supplies between orbital stations, Xenon, and other orbiting spacecraft. Naturally, I assume my job here is to clean this. How are the floors, though? Not that I can do anything. They're made of spacecraft material. You enter the shuttle and start sniffing around for the mess you must clean. You're surprised to find the shuttle is not empty. There are 2 extremely ugly suckers walking towards you. Hey, what the? Insert your favorite expletive here. Pow! Thwack! Bink! Thud! Your protest is cut short as 2 interstellar ruffians proceed to thump you unconscious. Everything fades. Time passes. More time passes. We're wasting no time with the rising action here. A strange dream turns into the realization that you are being shaken and talked to by a voice unfamiliar to you. A dull ache triggers a distant memory of something. Upon awakening from your forced rest, it becomes quite apparent that you aren't in Kansas or Xenon anymore. You find that you're being held upright and under physical restraint from both sides. You guess something. As you struggle free, you notice that your hands are tied behind your back. As the eyes dial into focus, you make out an oddly disfigured being seated before you. Vohaul? A sagging mass of flesh that appears to have been human at one time. Tubes and wires extend from his body, leading to machines which keep him alive. Suddenly his visage stirs and he begins to speak. Oh, good. We're back in I have control over the advancement. I got 5 points just for doing what the game told me I had to do. Well, well. Did we have a nice nap? I thought we would have to resort to drastic measures to wake you. Oh, well. Welcome to my humble fortress, Roger. The name's Vohaul. Sludge Vohaul. I was the genius behind the star... That's true, Cedric. I was the genius behind the star generator when it was still in the concept stages. Oh, so we're not dealing with the revenge of the Sariens. We're dealing with a jilted mad scientist. It was to be my ultimate war weapon until some sissy-pants scientists decided it would be better used saving lives rather than destroying them. What a waste of technology. Excuse me if I sound bitter. You also look bitter. Anyway, you ruined my Sarien operation. I was going to use the star generator to make Xenon pay for what they did to me. They were going to know my wrath in a big way. You somehow managed to change all that. Ah, so the Sariens were Vohaul's puppet all along. Oh, I suppose I should have known better than to use those mental midget Sariens. That's not the point, however. You're responsible, and you shall pay. Besides, I have another plan, and you'll not be around to foil it. I have devised a plan so horrible, so frightening, so diabolical, that no one will be able to stop me. Observe my latest creation. It's a dude in a business suit. I intend to infest your planet with thousands of these genetically engineered door-to-door life insurance salesmen. Hello, Blanky. Welcome. I will at last reap sweet revenge from the scientific community that mocked me. My plan was to kill you, but I've had a change of heart. Get it? Assume he... Oh, in fact, he does. Literally. I don't need to fill in that action. He peers down at the hoses protruding from his chest and connected to a life support system. Forgive me. I'm a kidder. I've decided I would get much more enjoyment watching you suffer. My associates will escort you to the surface of Labion, where you will perform many painful hours of manual labor in my mines. Be seeing you. You will probably be seeing me, Vohaul. But think about the implications of that statement. An injection renders you unconscious. Well, that's nice. They didn't beat me unconscious that time. Your drugged carcass is loaded onto a shuttle. Upon reviving, you look through the viewing port to see Vohaul's massive asteroid fortress getting smaller. I don't know if I was the most virtuous janitor, but I was certainly one of the standout young janitors when I was a janitor. Because of my willingness to just do my job. Not that I'm saying all the other young janitors weren't. But you know how people think about the kids these days. That's also how they thought about the kids those days, like 15 years ago. Hope your Saturday is going well. Upon reviving, I might have already read this part, you look through the viewing port to see Vohaul's massive asteroid fortress getting smaller. Mental note, his fortress is on an asteroid. After touching down on a giant landing platform, you're ushered to a hovercraft waiting to transport you to the mining site. Utter despair sets in. Good job for Roger, keeping his spirits up right until that moment. That's something... That's awesome. Why were you sleeping on the couch? If you don't mind my asking. Uh-oh. I think it's loading something. Oh, great. I suppose we're out of fuel. Way to go, Gorf Breath. No, it ain't me. It was your turn to fill up. You always forgetting to do it. Wait till the master finds out, you'd be in big trouble. Hey, don't talk to me that way, you slime bucket. I filled it last time, dip. The argument between the two guards is cut short as gravity reasserts itself. This is the thing I hear Americans constantly complain about is the strength of dryers in Europe. But also the mattress wrapping is a really difficult thing to dry because it's like parts of it aren't even like it'll be like kind of fabricy on one side and then plasticky on the other side. Ah, there you go. So yeah, you got to hang it up. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Well, I'm glad that you're back in a bed. Good thing that guard broke your fall. He doesn't look too happy about it, though. All right. Here we are on the ground. I found out when you seem to be in a rather exotic forest. The growth here is unlike anything you are used to. On the ground lies the wreckage of the hovercraft you crashed in. Nearby are the bodies of your former captors, which we're of course going to search. When Roger landed on the planet in the first game, I named my save game Planetfall, which was not a knowing reference to a text adventure game that preceded Space Quest and apparently heavily inspired its plot. But it was an unintentional reference of that type. Okay. The guard appears to be less thick than you remember him. Many of his formerly contained body fluids seem to be at large. Gross. Search him. You search the grotesque body and find a small, thin magnetic card. Looks like a key card. You seem to recall seeing one somewhere in the past. And probably all the time in your life. 3 points just for taking the key card. This guard's body has been fatally damaged by the fall. I'm aware there's a possibility that beeping means that the thing's about to explode. Hopefully, it doesn't. Okay. The hovercraft has been reduced to a mound of twisted wreckage. Everything that was straight is bent. Everything that was bent is benter. There appear to be no salvageable parts. I do notice that there are eyes. Okay. Just in case. Because as we learned in the first one, maybe the thing you're looking for is only visible if there's any glass. Not there wasn't a windshield on this thing. No. Okay. Okay. Look at the rocks. The rocks in this region are all gray and fairly rounded. There appears to be nothing of interest about them. Can I move the rock? No, they're too large. Come on, Roger. That smaller rock is surely... Well, whatever. So it goes. Can I listen? You hear a high-pitched beep. Seems to be emanating from the wrecked hovercraft. Sure. Is there a button? You see a normal button and light. The light is currently on. You didn't notice it during the flight. It must have come on as a result of the crash. Well, this might not be wise, but let's see. Press the button. You press the button. The light goes dark. You no longer notice the high-pitched beep. Oh. That's probably pretty important, actually. I'm racking up save games at a remarkable rate so far. Exactly. I think that I was doomed if I had left this screen without dealing with that. So probably I could have said like look at console or something, but when I looked at the hovercraft, it gave me no feedback, which isn't great. But you know what? We figured it out. So fair enough. Let's see what happens if we go west. Not sure if I'll have to map in this game. The first game did not require mapping because it was smaller, discrete biomes. Foliage here is much too dense for you to pass through. Well, that answers that. What do the trees look like here? Look at the trees. Yes. You see before you a tree. All right, thanks, game. Thank you for the smug sarcasm. You know what? No. Everything inside the hovercraft is twisted and bent. To the east? Ooh. You're standing in a dark and damp portion of the forest. There's some very large mushroom-like growths here. I go as far as just to say those are large mushrooms. Mushrooms themselves are notably mushroom-like growths. Aside from their enormous size, they appear to be your average garden variety mushrooms. Okay, but mushrooms are a complicated thing. Do I think that Roger Wilco knows enough about mushrooms to know whether it would be good to eat these mushrooms? I should look at everything I have. Look at the athletic supporter. This is your athletic supporter. Without close inspection, you notice it to be well used. Should I be wearing that? Everything's already snug and secure. No need to wear it now. So that's like for when he goes to the gym. The standard issue janitor outfit already provides athletic support. The Cubic's Rube puzzle has made you look stupid more than usual. Okay. Look at keycard. Looks like your average keycard. Look at the translator. Dialect translator is a small device. It's on. Great. Well, will the mushrooms kill me if I go near them? Yes. Holy jeez, boy. That mushroom thing sucked you clean up. You can't move a muscle nor see a speck of light. You begin feeling waves of tingling warmth and moisture. Suddenly, it's not so bad in here. Wow. Check out the colors, dude. Your body and mind enjoy this short-lived buzz that is a side effect of the lethal poison you now marinate in. You're oblivious to the end. Not a bad way to go, actually. But sure as early in the game, I had high hopes for you. They said, who? Roger? Not a chance. That chump won't last 20 minutes. I said, no way. Roger's that lame. So, anyway, don't make me look stupid, too. Thanks for playing. It was worth validating. Huh. Save early, save often. Ah, you fall to the bottom of a concealed pit. You might have survived the fall as you not come in contact with the several 30-centimeter long spikes planted vertically along the bottom of the pit. Well, you know what? It is kind of visually communicated. The ground is soiled. All right, with the guts of these dudes. Okay. Well, let's avoid the carnivorous mushrooms. Can we keep going to the east? It's too dense. Looks like it's probably too dense to the south. Okay. Can these mushrooms turn their heads? No. What is the, like, I have a hard time imagining how these things can possibly, their entire method of getting food is they want to consume like human sized, like, you know, like large fauna that walk right up to them and stand under them. Seems like it would be tough to get a reliable amount of food going. Too dense to go this way. Too dense to go that way. Do I see different things from back here? No. If I listen, do I hear anything? Hear the soft music of a million leaves and the gentle breeze. Can I smell? You can trust me to let you know when something stinks. I've heard that in the point and click space quests, there is a smell icon. So I thought maybe we laid the groundwork here. Okay. Go back this way. Oh, can I go behind this tree? Got to remember we're playing a 3D adventure. Yep. Oh, but it's still too dense. Can I go up though? Yes. Suddenly, from somewhere to the east, you hear a twang, followed by a high-pitched shriek. Oh no. You're in a strange-looking stand of woods. The trees around the perimeter of the area have a shiny, slick look. The two in the middle have a duller kind of sheen. Obviously, it's not lost on me that we keep seeing eyes. You hear something. Sounds not unlike the hovercraft you wrecked in. And they got me. Drats! Vohaul's troops have tracked you down and passed sentence for your escape. Tough luck, eh? Okay. Let's go all the way back to Marooned. Not sure how much that mattered. That's everything the body had. Yep. Not sure how much it mattered, how quickly I turned it off versus just separately having a plan there. But, like, what's the point of letting me turn off the distress beacon? Indeed. And hello, Fire Krillin. This is definitely the save early, save often. Okay, there's the twang. Is it just the same thing going to happen? Okay. I did have to hide. Unfortunately, hiding seems to just entail not being viewable from the game camera. Whew. That was a tense moment. Vohaul's thug failed to spot you. It is off to search elsewhere. Sweet. 5 points. We're generous with the points here in the early going. So to the east, where we heard a twang and a scream. You're standing at the edge of an eerie swamp. You can hear the croaks and moans of swamp life, none of which you are eager to encounter. What do I hear? Oh. Listen doesn't always work. The trees in this area are of two distinct types. Wet ones, dry ones. What's the ground like? As one might expect, the packed part of the planet directly near your feet is composed of the more broken down elements of this planet's construct. It might be known as dirt to some. It's real hard if coming from a distance. Not desirable stuff. Oh yeah, is the swamp made of water? Okay, same thing. I feel very comfortable saying I will just die if I go in the swamp. And yet, half of the fun. Not half of the fun, but some of the fun comes from wacky deaths. Here we go. Is that thing going to continue chasing me? Hell yes, it is. That was less funny. It wasn't that graphic, but it was definitely like more towards the like, oh no, a man is being drowned. You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and pull you beneath the surface. You struggle in vain to free yourself. Unfortunately, your desire to breathe results the intake of a large quantity of swamp water. If the lack of oxygen hadn't killed you, the taste of the putrid water would have. Or possibly the horrible thing strangling me. Okay. So we have a clear challenge there to overcome. How can Roger travel through the swamp? Can I steal a hovercraft, skim over the swamp? Can I just find some waders, increase my walking speed? Can I find some big thing to toss in the water and distract it? Like throwing body parts in that one waterlogged portion of the of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Where you're trying to get the invisible stomping dudes in the water to not come to you. Ooh. Look around. There's another clearing in the otherwise heavily wooded part of the area of the forest. There's a plateau near the back. Yes, I know. I'm standing upon it. Look at device. No, that's not what I meant. Look at the plateau. It's like the other areas, only raised up a little. A mailbox sits up there. Mail the order form. Drop the order form into the box. The mailbox hums and buzzes for a while. Then, an object of some sort drops into the tray at the base of the box. The machine goes silent. I've got my whistle. The whistle is usual looking. Seems unlikely that it could be so simple as just blowing the whistle to freak out the swamp life. But I'll try that in a moment after I've tested out the bounds of where I can search. Where we can just walk to without dealing with the swamp. Right. Listen. Here we can hear the leaves. There's no sound in the swamp. Anything cool about this tree? Probably not. It's a tree. Kicked a spore, time to die, right? Yep. Your kick caused some spores to open and spray a fine powder into the air. As a result, you are paralyzed from head to toe, unable to move a single muscle. It's going to wear off. Going to give me a game over message? Anything going to happen? I can try things. Wait. Due to paralysis, you're only capable of displacing air. Obviously, I can do this again and just not Step on the spores. And I will do that. I'm just curious if they ever wear off. Or alternately, if eventually the game will give me a wow, you're a patient player kind of joke message. I guess not. Or alternately, it was going to. But I am not a patient player. I have my thing, right? Yeah, I got my whistle. Blow the whistle. Bam, bam, bam. Blow the Whistle is definitely my favorite Too Short song. Because of the relatively low number of like horrifying things that he says about women. Too Short's well, to be fair, Too Short's music, from what I've read, and from the little bit I've listened to, is a weird mix of pimp bragging songs where he says horrible, degrading things about women, and inspirational songs about how it's not too late to clean your life up and get off drugs and go back to school and stuff. Can I go north from here? Sure can, but oh my goodness. You're in another clearing in the forest. This one seems to be occupied by a type of growth you are not familiar with. Look at that growth. It appears to be some kind of overdeveloped root. There's a pulsating growth near the middle, which is connected to several meters of root-like appendages. What about that bush in the background? All the bushes look the same, except for the one at the far end of the clearing, which has small berries growing on it. You know I want those berries. That's true. Man, I got lucky with that segment. By just thinking, what kind of ridiculous shit could be going on here? And knowing that the game already had a lot of timer mechanics. Okay, so the real unfortunate thing here is that it seems visually clear that this is a navigation challenge. I'm not positive about that, but I think that's what we're dealing with. So let me see. Because we'll find out what there we go. Somewhere along the way. Oh no, that's not even part of the thing. Good. You've succeeded in establishing contact with one of this planet's life forms. It looks like you get to examine it up close and personal. The giant root-looking thing is giving you a guided tour of its digestive system. What you experience next is too horrible to describe. Let's just say that you die as a result. You are dead. Trust me. It may please you to know that, during the night, you didn't digest well. For a while, gastric distress made it extremely unpopular with the other root monsters. Way to go, Wingnut! Once again, you've demonstrated your inability to sustain life. You quickly glance around the room to see if anyone saw you blow it. Oh, right, I'm broadcasting this. Everybody saw. Okay. Well. It'll be our little secret, friends. Plus anyone who ever watches the video on demand on YouTube. Okay. But as you can see, there's quite clearly a path. Boom, 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 boom. And then we've got the berries. And then I probably got to come back unless I can use the berries to kill the root monster, which seems unlikely. That's why I started a different save. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Well, the hitbox was kind of cheap there. Oh, man. My instincts are all wrong here. You'd think I'd be more prepared for this after navigating Alexander up the mountains. And they really make you think in 3D by having that route come up off the ground. It's a perspective challenge. It tempts you into going too high up. Damn it. That part's going to be tricky. It's a shame that Roger occupies a no jumping zone. Because there's a pretty clear jumping based solution to this problem. Be a funny thing. No, I don't know how funny I think it was. I might actually just be angry. If the whole thing's a red herring, you get through and you're like, take berries. And the game's like, what would you ever want to do with berries? There's just nowhere else to go. The screen has no role in the quest. Okay. Can Roger actually walk under this thing? We're about to find out. Yes. In fact, he'll choose to crouch. Good job, Roger. Take berries. You snag some of the odoriferous red berries. Look at them. Strange berries pack a very pungent aroma. Let's see. No. Is there anywhere else I can go that isn't making my way back through the roots right now? Yo, looks not good. What else do I have? Yeah, none of this stuff seems... Oh, let's blow the whistle. Well, it doesn't seem to have actively harmed us. Back to normal speed. The root monster definitely looks the creepiest at normal speed. Actually, hold on. Is it even creepier at slow? Maybe. The fast pulsating is less... Ooh, I should look. What are the... Okay, no. The action menu doesn't reveal... Remember when King's Quest 1? The fact that the action menu included jump was instrumental to my realizing I needed to jump and catch onto that bird. All right, gonna make our way back. We have berries now. Oh, can I go to the left if I can make it out there? Probably not, but I guess I should check. Too dense. I guess I'm also curious. It seems too simple, but hold on. If I let the thing eat me now... ready to load when this doesn't do anything. But do the berries poison it, cause it to vomit me up along with something good? Nope. Berries didn't even seem to have made its diarrhea any worse. Bit by bit. Oh, come on. I saw that coming too. I could have avoided it. Okay. Hey, I got points. Did I? No, I didn't. Wait. Did I lose point? No, that's 28, right? Ah. Oh, yeah. I got 4 points for getting back out alive. Sweet. We're racking up the points. Back to fast speed. All right, so the big question is, do I have something now that can help me cross the swamp? Or should I be trying to mess with those mushrooms? It does kind of seem like I can imagine there being no coming back, which is the only thing that makes me think, go check those mushrooms again. It's just that what if we cross the swamp, can't come back? Want some poison berries, you stupid mushroom? No? No natural predator of the mushrooms was summoned. Can they get you from behind, out of curiosity? Sure can. Okay. Well, let's tackle the swamp. The root walker becomes the swamp walker. Okay. First thing I'll try is going in. I cannot. My fingers do not want to go to W first when I'm trying to spell whistle. But first thing I'll just try is whether, when the thing's eyes appear and I know it's there, does blowing the whistle make it think that a predator is near and it runs, something like that? Not right now. Okay. Is that because I just am not allowed to blow the whistle in the swamp at all? Well, it let me blow it there. But to no great benefit. Okay. I also have the berries. I guess I should find out how I die when I eat the berries. You get them near your mouth and notice the pungent scent. Wisely, you change your mind. Let's try throwing the berries. Not right now, it says. Don't waste your time. Okay. What's got you sighing, British? Okay. Oh, that's so frustrating. I find so much science reporting is very irritating in that way. Okay, hold on. Can I climb a tree? Trees are not climbable. All right, what about... Hold on. No. Is it possible? Okay. Can I make the thing appear and then get out of the water before it gets me? And why would that benefit me in any way? I don't know. It's just going to get me right away if I go here. Or not. Look at the water. Throw the berries to that thing. No. Drop the berries? No. Can't imagine I can just get past this thing. Nope. Okay. Possibilities. I have what I need to get across the swamp and I haven't figured it out. I don't have what I need. There's something I need to do with the mushrooms. There's something I need to do on a screen I've already been to but I haven't figured it out. Or there's a screen that I have not successfully been to. Pretty sure this way... No, this way worked. It's how I got to the mailbox. Can I go north past the mailbox? No. Fell off the cliff but survived. Okay, let's see if there is indeed something I've missed. What if it's something crazy like move the body? Not necessary. There's nothing important under it. What about this one? No. Look in the hovercraft. Look at the hovercraft. Take apart. No. West from here didn't work. South from here didn't work, right? Test the boundaries, even though I'm pretty sure I've tested them already. Although what about back here behind? I think I tested this boundary as well. Look at the bushes. Nothing interesting. Search the bushes. In the dense thicket, there's only denser thicket. When I looked at the mushrooms, I was just told they look like mushrooms. Aside from being enormous and also carnivorous, just your average mushroom. It's the way that I've gone. And then west is just going to say, even from back here, it's going to say too thick, too dense. What about these duller trees? Can I climb them? You're not in a good place to do that. This is uncool as uncool can be. Looks like you've adhered yourself to this tree, like a fly to fly paper. Speaking of insects, here comes a swarm now. Oh dear. You'll be proud to know that you have filled today's nutritional requirements for many of the local carnivorous insects. Adventuring is not always pretty. That's fair. Okay. What could my plan be here using these items? Could this be an action puzzle? Like, is there a route I can take to foil this thing as it tries to chase me? No, it doesn't seem like it. They're definitely the kind of eyes that make you think that thing is going to pull me under the swamp and drown me. Wait, can I solve the puzzle? The puzzle I'm holding? You pull the puzzle out and give it a few spins. Instead of improving, it seems to be worse. Irritated, you stash it, go on with your adventure. I am currently doing the try the same thing, expecting different results. Run. No, you can't run. Okay, it's on the screen now, but I'm not allowed to blow the whistle. You must be seeing things. Well, sort of. Okay. Is it following me back? Does it re-emerge? Yeah, there it is. There I go. The tree's not climbable. Pick up rocks. No. Looking for something I can like throw in the water. Can the athletic supporter be used as a climbing aid? How would I even type that? Or alternately, can I throw the athletic supporter and, you know, this thing gets tangled up like a... No. Duck under the water. Why would that help? No. So once the thing has emerged, you're not allowed to do anything on this screen. And then the thing just emerges when you've gone X distance. Okay. One last thought that I don't think is going to work, and then what? You know what? I'll ask right now, anyone in the know. Have I soft locked myself? Did I forget to take the swamp boots from my locker, from someone else's locker back on the ship at the start? Don't need a hint yet, but knowing that I'm not just doomed. I think it's just going to say the tree is not climbable with a misspelled word climb. Okay. Thank you, folks. Trees are not climbable, as they say. And the thing can get me even if I try to cram myself between the roots. Okay. What I need is not to just keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. What I need is to try something new. But what? Wait, is there... No, I tried to go west from here and was told... Ooh, here's a thought. Spores are light blue and bulb-shaped. You take possession of one of the spores, being careful not to mistakenly break it open. And maybe this isn't it, but could it be? I'll try it on this guy. If it doesn't work, maybe I can paralyze the mushrooms and then get some of their poison. I don't know. We're trying things. 34 points. Every time you do anything right, this game wants you to feel good. It's probably going to say not right now. But what will it say here? Wouldn't be helpful. Okay. I could also just be missing other things too. For a moment I thought, like, is that something? But no, there's like little bits of hanging whatever. There's not currently one of your options. You'd endanger yourself by doing that. Let's don't say we did. No. I assume the thing still just eats me. Yeah. Okay. Can I use... that act would okay. I was thinking for a moment, can I use like the athletic supporter as a slingshot? Ow. Knowing that that pit is there some way I can reach into it? Obtain a spike? Probably not. Look at the pit. No. No. Okay. One step forward, but only one. No subsequent step happening yet. I don't know. Okay, what's the time situation? Oh, fell in the pit again. I will wander in the dark a little bit longer before I plead for help. Do the spores turn out to be just a way that you can skip the whole root monster? No. Which I'm okay with. Be frustrating. Am I missing some detail? I don't think so. What if looking at the mailbox again is like, oops, it looks like somebody accidentally delivered a swamp monster elimination ray. That's not like unimaginable. Okay. Look at the sign. It's not actually here. Look at the tray. Tray is actually a small indentation in the lower part of the machine. It's currently empty. Of course. I don't see how I could take the bark off the tree without getting stuck to the tree. Can't remove the bark. Can I make the athletic supporters sticky? Well, now that I've said that out loud. Hey, what was that? That was a full-on face peeking over the bushes. Can I get killed by someone hanging around up here? Okay. Here's a form of mild hint that I will ask for, folks in the know. Should I be like, how do I phrase this? Should I be looking for something entirely new, or should I be using the things I have and the unknowns in front of me to figure out how to get forward? Is there something I haven't picked up or somewhere that I can go that I've missed? Or is it the connection between things that I'm missing? Certainly missing something. There it is. A place I could go to that I hadn't found. You're in another area of the forest. The growth seems to be getting heavier here. Weird that look around doesn't mention the child. Baby? Look at rope. The rope looks long and brown. Look at person. The little creature, caught in the snare, has thick-looking pinkish skin. He looks to be less than a meter tall. He doesn't seem too thrilled with his predicament. Can I free the person? Too far away. Boom. Are we pals now? Before disappearing through a tiny hole in the brush, the little creature gives you a long glance. $5 points just for doing the right thing. Yep, that's a tree. Can I follow him through the hole in the brush? No. Look at the bushes. Search bushes. Look at hole. Okay. Now, of course, it might literally be as simple as now at one of my other challenges. You know, one good turn will produce another. Or maybe there is somewhere I can go. See if I get different results for look around as I go to different spots. Doesn't seem like it. I wonder if I can take the rope. Be odd not to try. Put the weight of the creature on the rope. It's not within your reach. Okay. Look at this rock. Can I move the rock? Nope. Too large. Oh, I thought there was a visible hole in the bushes, but no, that's a leaf in the foreground. No, can't crawl through. Well, is there something on the ground I can't see? No. Leaves in the breeze. All right. Well, nonetheless, even if it hasn't immediately got me to the next step, it's renewed my hope that maybe, just maybe, I am simply missing some exits, and maybe, just maybe, having done that good thing will earn me some help on a different screen at a different time. Haha. Press W first. Oh man, am I soft locked because I didn't take the rope before freeing the little guy? Now that I think about it. Is there a way to get specifically to where that face keeps poking up? Nope. Excellent. Thank you. Oh, hey, the rope's even gone now. I'll hear the leaves. Is this tree climbable? Or alternately, will it kill me? No, it's too slimy. Can't climb it. The vines are thin and fragile. I can't possibly reach them. Confirmed. Okay. There is a single white pixel on the ground. No. You can tell it's on the ground because Roger covers it, but I don't think it's anything. Well, will my little friend help me in the swamp? Thanks to me heroically saving him. Failing that, you know, what other screens am I completely missing by not trying every possible exit? So far, no sign that helps the coming. Boom. No. I have been got. Okay. Back through here for a moment. Not here. But here for a moment. Am I sure there's no way to follow that little dude? Doesn't seem like it. You have to search something in particular. This thicket. You know what? Here's a thought. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to look at the manual for a moment because I recall when I skimmed it very quickly that there was a list of verbs that the game will accept. Okay. Let me look at the hints here. Maybe they will like that, not the hints, like not the walkthrough part. There's rub, tie. Tie the supporter to the spore. I really want to make a slingshot. No. Okay. Well, couldn't hurt to verify that there are no exits I've missed. Oh, there's my little buddy. Fair enough. You can see a little guy across the clearing, picking some sort of berries from a bush. Oh, man. And then he exited. Can I exit that way? Is it a red herring? I don't know. I suppose I can try to go through again. Here, let me be brave. Hey, Jimmy. It's not quite pixel perfect. Like there's some allowance. All right, I should have been safe scumming, but it is absolutely a do not step on the roots maze. It's a little more forgiving than pixel perfect, but not a ton. And of course, this might all be a waste of time. Might be that I'm just supposed to go and that's the hardest part, is that one little route. You have to get counterintuitively far to the right as you go down. The little guy took berries. So, okay. Perhaps a sign that a way that I could, you know. Yeah. I'm glad, at least in the King's Quest games, that they didn't keep that little feature going when they went point and click. It could be torture. Trying to navigate that way. Okay, can I follow where that guy went? Or has this all been a waste? Because I've already got berries. Too dense. So it goes. Okay. Well, let's go back. But possibly a sign that sharing some berries will be a way to earn a little more trust from my little friend. It's the combined density of Roger and the foliage that really causes the problem. Okay. Is little guy back every time I come up here? No. Is he back sometimes? No. Okay. That gives me hope that maybe he'll show up somewhere else now. I think I'm doing okay for time. Got nothing on the go today with Danielle still in recovery. I don't feel hungry for lunch yet. But I'd love to get at least 50 points, and preferably 106 points. I'll make that the stretch goal. Anything beyond 106, that's just gravy. Okay. This little guy over here now. He is not. Little guy down here. No. Is he over here with the weird mushrooms? No. Is he up in the swamp, waiting to help Roger? It's probably too much to hope for. Yeah, I'm surprised she's not. I think with Danielle bedridden right now, she's inclined to spend more time sleeping on the bed. Just taking social cues from her pack. Aha! Here's my guy. Okay. But this can't possibly work out for Roger. Or will it somehow? Nope. Okay, but yeah, maybe that's what I'm missing. Got to do the dance of swamp protection. I think I'll switch back to normal speed before I go in there and see, can I call to him? Can I give him berries really quickly and win his trust? I should have won at least a little trust already. That's the swamp monster's philosophy. If If your friends don't dance, they're no friends of mine. Okay. Let's try this. See a small fleshy being. He seems to be in a hurry to leave. Okay. You know what? Before resuming the struggle to cross the swamp, what if I just kept seeing if he's going to visit me on other screens now? Or I guess I think I've tested the bounds of this screen, but maybe I should test them a bit harder or more thoroughly. Doesn't look good. No. Did the little guy himself get those berries to eat them because they're swamp monster repellent, and Roger, the character, has inferred that and will now willingly eat the berries? Oh, wait. The berries... Okay. Maybe looking at that verb list was a good idea. Because maybe the pungent berries... You rub the berries all over your body. You now smell like a walking ammonia inhalant. So basically, Roger smells like pee. Yeah, come get me. I hope you like the taste of piss, man. You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and, almost as suddenly, spit you back out. You distinctly hear the sounds of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you get a bad aftertaste from the berries. Yes. All right, awesome. Great puzzle. Once it all comes together, it's quite clever. Is that also a way to get spat out by the carnivorous mushrooms? I don't know. Suppose as a method of soft lock protection. Yeah, I don't know if I would have got there without the verb list, but like the little guy wanted berries, then the little guy immediately goes, and like the berries are gross, can't eat them. So this is probably nothing. Not right now. No. But it like I think on the whole, like that's a hard puzzle, I think. But I think it plays pretty fair. It was satisfying to solve. That might be true. I might have going in on fast speed might have not given me enough time to look at Guy. You're in a lightly forested area. A large fissure nearby seems to lead straight down. The fissure appears to be very deep with sheer sides. You can make out no detail as it darkens towards the bottom. The bushes seem to be composed of leaves and small branches. Nothing interesting about them. Not even this weird dangly one. This tree is dead. The bark must have fallen off years ago. It bears no foliage. That would advance the game in no way. I don't have anything that is obviously a tree cutter. Is there somewhere else I can go? I didn't look around on the other screen either. What about this tree? This is just a tree, I bet. Yep. This tree is dead and seems to be free of the slick secretions that some of the others generate. You begin to shinny your way up the snag. And then it's going to crack and create a bridge. Holy log jams, Batman. You almost ate the big one. Okay. And yet I probably should have. Oh. Oh, that was original "You died" dialogue. Oops. Okay. Because I did not... It's quite possibly nothing. This could just be a liminal screen, but... The east end of the swamp. No. Okay. Let's continue exploring. Are there two options? Is there north and... Nope! You smoothly step off the edge of the fissure. Gravity has its way with you, and you are sucked to the depths of the fissure at a very high rate of speed. Needless to say, you hit the bottom, and your mortal remains are redimensioned to the point where life is no longer an option. Will you never learn? No, I will learn. First time, even. I will never try to go north on this screen again. You're in a thinly forested area just east of the fissure. Can we go north from here? No, okay. Never mind. I didn't learn anything. You gave me credit too soon, Jimmy. Yikes! You have been snared. Suspended above the ground, you're unable to move freely. All right, now. All right. Is my alliance with the little guy going to pay off here? After a while, the cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under strain. You pass out. BJ, welcome. Once again, time passes. And then, some more time passes. While unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams. You imagine your name is Larry. You're wearing something known as a leisure suit, apparently made of 100% synthetic materials and proven to generate large amounts of static electricity. While prowling a locale known as the Land of the Lounge Lizards, you spend your time badgering women of the area to participate in bizarre mating rituals, such as... Just then, consciousness begins to creep in. Your head begins to clear and you realize you've been imprisoned. Your captor appears to be that large oaf sitting near the fire. But hold on. Before we advance here, was there any way? I'm thinking, based on the wildly different areas where that rope snare caught me, probably there's not. Okay. I'm going to be optimistic. Look around. You're in a well-hidden clearing. It's surrounded on three sides by large smooth rock formations with brush to the north. A cage is below one of the formations. You're currently in it. In the center, a campfire burns. One has to wonder what the purpose of fire during a warm day such as this. A rope sits on one of the boulders. A large beast is nearby. The hunter looks hungry. Can I go deeper into the cave? No. gonna assume I can't just open the cage. Door is locked. Can I just throw the spore at him? Yes. Upon impact with the ground, spore opens and spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground paralyzed. But what's my plan here? Kick the cage. Can't search the hunter from here. You search the large, not to mention uncleansed, body of the hunter. You find a key which might unlock the cage. Other than that, you find only a few assorted parasites clinging to him. How can I search him? You've caused the guard to be paralyzed. I don't think he's too pleased with you. Boom. Time to die. Okay. Hunter's decided it's a perfect day for a barbecue. As he slowly turns you over the fire, you begin to turn a beautiful golden brown. Death follows at an agonizingly long distance. That's horrible. Okay. He did not stay paralyzed for long. But I should, before I try something else. Let's see. Actually, hold on. Call the hunter. Hunter ignores you. Probably there might be something to be said for waiting a moment here. So in fact, let's go back to fast. If he comes towards me and I throw the spore at him and manage not to paralyze myself in the process, then maybe I can grab the key and get out quickly. Also, when I did paralyze him right there, he was far away from the spores. He didn't stay paralyzed long. If he got closer and I nailed him, well, hold on. Let's try this. Can't reach it. Take key with support. No. Okay. Rattle the cage. Pretty darn solid construction, eh? I don't know. Call the hunter. Talk to hunter. The hunter stands and takes a long look in your direction. His face, though strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see on a freak show patron. He moves closer. Thank you. I better take a short intermission here, folks. I can hear Abro wailing. Probably just trying to advocate for early lunch, but I should find it. I'll be right back. Hang tight, gang. No, she is just advocating for early lunch. But we got a system here. I'll tell her. She'll probably come up now that I've alerted her. So when she gets here, we'll say hi. I've also set up the chair Greg usually sits on, which Abra likes too. So if she comes in here, she might sit there. We might get Abra on screen. Search body. He's got the key. Take the key. Unlock the cage. Any reason to take the spore? Nope. But we do take the rope. Does he have anything else? No. We got rope. Look at the fire. Oh. Look at the fire. Don't understand loco. There's flames dancing above the embers. Yep, that checks out. That's what fire is like. Okay. If I look around from out here, no, same stuff. Look at the cliff. There isn't much to see, as you may have noticed. Well, no, I didn't notice. That's why I was using the look command. Hey, a structure. You're at the edge of a forest. The boundary is a sheer cliff at the east side of the area. In the distance, you see a landing platform. Possibly the one which welcomed you to this strange, lush world. And it's launched a hovercraft. Oh, hey. And it's over. Okay. One possibility is that I just need to go quickly through that screen. Another is that I should have looked more thoroughly to see if there's any... No. Too dense. Boy, this foliage. Alright, let's... Is there a hide command? No. Just hang out a moment. Okay. Where have I seen that it seems like I could tie the rope to something? Is it literally just the stump on the other side? Yep. You head over the edge and down the rope. Oh dear. You're in a sheer-sided gorge, suspended on a rope between the two rock faces. There's a mammoth member of the local fauna to the right. It looks to be in constant need of nourishment, hence the look being cast upon you. Press F6 to let go of the rope. He's a hardy-sized fellow. You guess he'd be quite an energy guzzler. His stare suggests serious caloric lust. Could this guy be freaked out by the whistle? Word that I am the worst at typing in the entire world. Going down causes the rope to fall. Looks like the rope wasn't a good thing to tie onto. Okay. Interesting. He's clearly going down there is a thing to do. Would it be any better to tie the rope to the log? Is there a... There's no obvious rock to tie it to. Not in a good place. Because... Okay. Oh! What about that root? It is really coming down out there. I don't know. It's tough to imagine why I would get different results. Oh, I can tie it to the log. Here we go. All right. But then what? You can fall. Okay, I probably should try swinging, although it's tough to imagine. How that works out for me prior to... Wait, I blew the whistle. It didn't freak this guy out. F6 to release. Why would I want to do that? I'm going to press F6 just out of curiosity. Your timing causes you to jump... Oh, okay. There it is. It is swinging, and then that's why the F6 is there. Due to the unyielding nature of solid ground, especially when struck from 50 meters, you now bear the dimensions of a manhole cover. But it seems like swinging is just going to get me eaten. But let's find out. Okay, it's going to... Oh, I need to... As Roger picks up more and more, I need to call my shot. When is it swinging hard enough for me to get across without swinging hard enough for him to get me? Fortunately, it gave me a visual cue. Look at this rock. Looks hard and useless. Let's go into a cave. It's dark. Uh-oh. Look around. It's dark. You do see light coming from the east. That's where I came from. Uh-oh. Well, let's try the very unwise thing. I like feel. No. Listen. No. I like how they do Roger's eyes in the dark. But okay. What might be here? This seems like a surefire way to just get eaten by a grue. What if it's a stupid maze? Touch the wall. Walls feel rough. Touch the ground. No. Let's go back for a moment. All the way back to when we were captured. No, because what do I have that would become a torch here? Let me continue experimenting here first. Look at the light. No. Close eyes. Why would closing my eyes help? Is there a rock to climb? That will help you not. Well, it's worth at least doing the check. Am I soft lock? Thank you, Cedric. Although, hey, look, I made it deeper. And now I am Eden. Okay. Let's go back. I guess we just go back to here. Okay, first, re-explore the place I just was. Hey, the hunter's gone. And the fire's out. Look at fire pit. Just an empty fire ring. Okay, let's go back to when the fire was lit to see if there's any way that I can take something from the fire with me. How? How would taking an ember help? Open cage. Take a cage bar. No. Take rope. Take a fire. Don't bother. Take an ember. No. I know you know what an ember is, game. So I've heard you use the word ember. Light the jockstrap on fire? Nope. No. Can I take his belt? No. Yeah, that's like, that feels intuitively like the thing. Which could, I suppose, mean, am I soft locked even here? Because I needed torch material before being on this screen? If I search him again, he just has parasites. You know what? Can I take the parasites? No. Don't bother now, it says. Okay, that's reassuring, David. Okay. Yeah, I would love to just take a bit of the cage. Okay, let's search some more before we descend into the pit. These are trees, confirmed. If I go back to where the hunter was... Wait, this is a drop to my death, right? Haha! Way to go, Pathfinder. As you plunge towards the base of the cliff, mommy escapes your lips. Like the word mommy. Okay. Let's stick in this save for a minute. And I'll backtrack some more, if I even can. Can Roger make it back through the swamp? Is he permanently, coated in pea smell? Hopefully. Let's go back to the mushrooms. See if something happens there now. Nope. The key looks to be made rather crudely. What about the rope? It's just rope. Relatively short rope made from rough hemp. Definitely feels like the athletic supporter should come into play as a tool. But I don't see why that would happen here. Can I take a new spore? Yes. Not sure I will ever need it. There's the root monster. Well, I've cleared the 50-point threshold at least. So whatever happens, I can call this a successful first foray. Actually, probably worth finding out. Does the thing reemerge? It sure does. And is Roger doomed this time? Nope. Same story. So wait, if I still have the bad taste, I don't see why that would protect me from the mushrooms. But let's go see. If it does, I don't know. Is just enough mushroom poisoning enough to make Roger see in the dark? suspect no. Nope. Okay. Look at the stump. The rotted stump is only a reminder of the healthy tree. Search the stump. Don't understand. You know what? It helped once before. Let me look at the game's recommended verb list in the manual. Call, eat, hold, press, take, climb, examine, look, put, throw, dive, get, open, rub, tie, drink, hide, play, search, use. Is examine any different than look? No. Good. Nope. Okay. Rattle the cage. Kick the cage. Hold the cage. No. Climbing the cage would accomplish nothing. Can't take the ashes. Not that I have any idea what I want to do with them. Okay. Well, you know, if nothing else, I guess there's something to be said for just watching Roger get eaten by this thing. Whoops, I pressed down instead of climbing down. Being less than careful, you lose your balance and slide off the log. Gravity has its way with you, etc., etc. Okay. Whoops. I pressed left. Dying. Okay. Hold on. This feels like a long shot, but it did occur to me. The game let me take another paralysis spore. If I paralyzed that guy, I would have a second option. Doesn't feel like it's going to be the answer, but... You should try everything. Let it come get me. Recover. Carry on. Look around. Look at the swamp here. It's just a swamp. Okay. Can I climb this tree? No. It's one of the sticky ones. Okay. I'm going to save over this one for a moment. No. Now, I strongly disagree. I think it would be quite helpful. But, okay. What happens when Roger lets himself get eaten? Like, presumably just a funny death. One, two, three. And then it gets me. He who hesitates is lost. You gave that guy one chance too many. He seized the opportunity. Not to mention you. You were consumed in 2 quick bites. Nope. That did nothing for me. Okay. It's lunchtime for Abra. Hang tight, gang. Oh. There we go. Hang tight, gang. I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Did not actually wind up giving Abra her lunch. So I might have to take another intermission soon. Also got to wrap up fairly soon. Do the human lunch thing, but I sure would love to figure this out. But how? That's certainly not it. Okay. This could just be where I'm stymied for now, simply because I don't know what to do. I mean, of course, that's how I get stymied. Okay. What if? Oh, come on. Surely you can interpret what I meant there. Leave the hunter alone and get on with the adventure. I was thinking, what if, can I put him in the cage? Because why else does it let me keep the cage key? Okay. Don't see why this matters. Oh, weird. Okay. Fire's only going to last. Let's don't say we did. All right. No. Okay. Thinking. I really thought my put the hunter in the cage idea might bear some fruit. Oh well. Look at the ground. Go back. The hunter's already gone, but the fire's still burning. Take fire. And it doesn't understand Ember. Take a rock. No. Almost met a grim end there for very silly reasons. Okay. I'm trying to think. What I'm trying to think now is not even how to solve the puzzle. I'm trying to think, do I break down and ask for a hint? Or do I say, this is my point where I will reflect and agonize for a week and maybe figure it out? Here's a question that maybe someone in the know could answer. Do I need to do something with that fire before it goes out? I would love to cross that off my list of. Thank you, Cedric. Okay. Okay. That narrows it down a touch. Next, one more question. Maybe in like 5-10 minutes I'll ask for a slight hint. But one other question. Are the mushrooms involved in some way? I really want those mushrooms to come into play. I suspect they're not. Okay. Okay. Just testing the getting killedness of this place. Okay, well, at least. Oh, there she goes. All right. Abra's on the move. She's ready for lunch. All right, hang tight, gang. The caloric lust is there. I'll be right back with you. I'm back. No revelation came upon me while I was scooping Abra's food. But before I ask for a thought out hint, I think, okay, one more thing I'll ask for. Is there a screen that I can go to that I have not found yet? Okay. Okay. Feels like up is probably not it because I get shot before I can even get there, but okay. Okay. There are fewer screens over here. I know that going up there is just dropping off that cliff. I said that aloud and still dropped off that cliff. This area seems like a real candidate for me to have missed an exit, but I don't know. Obviously, no. The hunter did not build his cage to conceal a secret screen. Foliage here is too dense. Can't climb those rocks. Foliage here is too dense. What about behind this bush? Still too dense. Can I climb this wall somehow? No. Look at the bank. Isn't much to see. Okay. What about here? The foliage, if you can believe it, too dense. Okay. What about here? Okay. I don't know if I can ever make it to the north of this screen. And even if I did, I think it's just falling off a cliff. However, oh really? Even in this spot? Search that foliage. Oh, right. I knew that. Okay. Well. North in the swamp? South in the swamp? Well, I'm glad to know it's a new screen, because I just had a thought that would have been very frustrating if it was the answer. Which is, what if now I go back and search the bodies? And the game's like, now that he's ready for the darkness puzzle, he can find that one of these guys, you know, was like blind and has Geordie LaForge's eye thing. It definitely seems like if the see in the dark solution was a torch, what it surely would have involved that fire. And also, like, how exactly am I carrying around a torch? While swinging from a rope, tying a rope, all those things. I think I've already tested all around here, but up past there, but then to the left. Nope. Well, I just don't know. Go through one more round of messing around. Back here. Then it might be time to say, you know what, I need to come back to this with fresh eyes. But hold on, maybe I just haven't tried hard enough to find the secret cave. You're in a well-hidden clearing. Etc. I'm in the cage. Exactly. I don't quite understand my request either, game. But I was thinking, like, what if? What if there's a hidden cave under the fire? Why would that doesn't make any sense. Okay, you know what? I feel like a little bit more energy to keep going. If someone wants to give me some kind of gentle hint about where I ought to be searching or how I ought to be thinking about this, I will accept it. I will swallow my pride. Looking at the verb list. Call, eat, hold, press, take, climb, examine, look, put, throw, dive. You duck under the surface of the water and begin to swim downward. What? Coming attraction. What does that mean? It's too darn shallow here. Call, eat, hold, press, take, climb, examine, look, put, throw, dive, get, open, rub, tie, drink, hide, play, search, use. Joke's on you, swamp monster. I have made myself permanently smell like pee. Oh. Well, there. Okay. A lot depends on coincidentally stepping. Uh-oh. Accept that. I have drowned. Okay. Okay. Well. I don't know. This very much seems like a one step forward, two steps back kind of scenario. Okay. Okay. I don't see why normal speed would help here. Take deep breath. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, now I'm emotionally prepared to go back to fast speed. The logical answer was the correct one. And this looks like I can surface into a different area. You're a small grotto below the swamp. A strange light dances off the walls of this cave. Its origin, a glowing gem situated on top of a boulder. I must confess, I was typing take deep breath partially in jest. It makes sense as a solution. And you know, Roger's not the brightest. Because you'd really think that, like, shouldn't that be entailed in the dive action? Sometimes you just got to take your time and really enjoy breathing. Okay. Probably not hitting the stretch goal of 106 points because I do feel the onset of hunger. Here we go. All right. And as I discovered last time, as soon as he's trying to get me, I'm ready. And that's coming. Ah, mistimed, but that's why I saved right here. Oops. I'll let him have a second try. Okay, now I gotta wait longer on the swing. Why couldn't it just work like it did the first time? This is not where I want to end for the day. I want to hold up that gem inside the cave and look around. There. Okay. $72 points. It's fine where it is. Use gem? Glowing gem provides gentle illumination. Hold gem. Okay, had to walk right into the dark. You take out the gem and hold it in your palm. The room is illuminated by its glow. You hear a small shriek and the sound of many footsteps moving away from you. The things that ate me despise the light. There's the navigational challenge. The ground below your feet disappears. You tumble through the darkness. While tumbling to the base of the canyon, the spore you were carrying is crushed, releasing the disabling power. It did occur to me that I might have soft-locked myself by picking up another one of those. Suppose here's a time when I would ask, is there any amount of time, like, it did wear off on the hunter eventually. Can I wait this out? That's why. Okay. That's why after I did go back and take that second spore, I switched to a different save. I was thinking ahead that just having the spore might doom me. You know what? This is something I'm willing to just Google. Aha! Never mind. That was a rather spectacular entrance. All systems seem to be intact, though. Hey, fellas! The dwellers mumble something. The translator responds with, "Follow us, beanpole!" They hurry away. Okay. Oh, and I've got the empty spore. Maybe that's good? Or perhaps it's irrelevant. You're at the bottom of the steep gorge, almost totally surrounded by impassable rock. There's an opening to the southeast. The walls extend up a great distance. Welcome to our canyon. You look to be from out of town. On behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you for saving our compadre from the hunters. You're welcome to stay in the canyon as long as you like. When you're ready to leave, simply say the word, and my assistants will show you the only way out for a being of your size. When you leave, however, we must seal the exit behind you for our own protection. Goodbye and good luck. They don't speak, they just giggle. Well, obviously, odd rock formations. I don't possess the designated item. You're not constructed in a manner that will allow you to do anything with the boulders. You might get those little pink guys to move one of them. Oh, so that's probably how I exit. Just feels like there must be something to do here before moving on. But what? Give up, it tells me. No climbing for you. Is there something on the ground? See a glowing gem. Jeez. Dropped my gem. I should have noticed when I went back and checked. Hard packed dirt. Can I take some dirt? No. Look up. No. Look at the walls. Listen. Doesn't understand listen in this instance. What was it I said where it said maybe they'll help? No, this is not the kind of help I was asking for. I saw the option for setting up joystick. I can't imagine playing with the joystick adds much to the game. Well, this is a suitable puzzle to be stuck on, because this is not a puzzle, and I'm sure that the answer is obvious. And maybe with some rest, fresh eyes, I'll be able to carry on. 75 out of 250, not halfway, so maybe we're not beating Space Quest 2 in 2 sessions like with Space Quest 1. Or maybe we will. Who knows? But all right, this was a fun first session. I'm digging this game so far. While on the one hand, this is very much just a single biome so far. It is doing the Space Quest 1 thing of being like, all right, you can never go back when you go forward here. Smaller biomes, more potential for soft locking, but also just, more narrative and more structure. Seems cool. The sense of humor is still there. I dig the puzzles so far. And yeah. Cool. Wicked. All right. Good start, team. Geez, what's coming up? Tomorrow, some more Sweet Home. We're finally going to meet Lady Mamiya, which will probably be an upsetting experience. And then on to whatever's awaiting us after that. We found out that Yamamura is still alive, we think. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason he couldn't be a ghost now. That game's been very cool, and I'm looking forward to playing some more of it. On the horizon, I'm going to have to bring I think Ultima 7 Part 2 Serpent Isle is going to have to join the weekend roster. Right now, I'm not seeing a clear path to having something else going on the weekdays. So it goes. I need to finish Wizardry Gaiden 4, Throb of the Demon's Heart. Well, some good news / bad news is that Greg is, with his ongoing home catastrophe, which maybe he'll talk about 2 Tuesdays hence, or maybe not, is not available this Tuesday. So, barring disaster, I will use that Tuesday to make an attempt to beat Wizardry Gaiden 4. Taima no Koru. We'll see how that goes. And then, hopefully, we should be back to normal for Friday night Frosthaven. We had to skip it this week because of illness on Danielle's part. But if I can stay healthy and she continues recovering apace, I think we'll be back in this thing. And we'll get back to that, whatever it's called, scenario. And then before you know it, it'll be Saturday again. And we'll be diving back in to more Space Quest 2, Vohaul's Revenge. And I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you are too. Sweet. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for... Oh, there will definitely be some grinding. I can't make the final attempt until Artian the Mage has tilt-away. So I got to do a little bit of grinding. And then it's just torture. Because it's like, all right, the team's ready. But are they? I don't know. When I played the original Wizardry, that was what eventually... Yeah. Yeah, James in the flesh, but not in the game anymore. I beat the original Wizardry without ever restoring a backup. So I did ultimately play with permadeath and by these proper rules of the game. But I did break down and create the second time I went to fight Weirdna at the end. I did break down and create a backup because the first time I fought Weirdna, it was literally the round started. He cast Tilt-Away. We were all killed. Stempinski, literally right at the end. I'm just wrapping up, but I'm glad to see you. Happy Saturday. Yep. So we'll see what happens on Tuesday when I try to beat Wizardry Gaiden 4 while Greg's not available. For Greg and James to beat him up. But yeah. It's going to be tense. But hopefully it works. And if we win, that'll be a nice one to play some games. Now that okay. Right, of course. That's why you added small to modify boy. To clarify, it's not the older one. What a great neighbor your neighbor has in you, Stupinski. I'm sure she appreciates you. All right, yeah. But speaking of being appreciated, if I don't go and hang out with Danielle and also probably get her lunch, I'm going to be less appreciated. So, thanks for showing up at the end, pal. Not that it would have been great if you showed up earlier, but I'm glad you stopped by. Hope to see you tomorrow. And yeah, hey everybody, if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice, but I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So thanks for stopping by. And until the next time, when we're just trying to figure out exactly how to ask these guys for help so we can carry on, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.